So all of us talk about how a Brompton is in some ways better than a recreational bike, and certainly better than most city bikes out there in terms of utility. It can also just be proven mathematically. So let's actually put some math behind all of our wild claims. So when a Brompton is folded, it takes up 3.1 cubic feet. It's really tiny. And the closest thing that comes to that is a Tern or a Dahon bike, which comes in at over 6 cubic feet. So that's like a pretty massive size decrease. And it's gonna make your life a lot easier when you're transporting the Brompton, because of course you have to carry it. It has to not be too bulky. So you got this nice folded size, it's also very lightweight, and you can even tow it. The second thing though, is how the bike transfers between folded and unfolded state or folded to unfolded state. And it's really, really easy. Most folding bike companies out there are kind of clumsy when it comes to the folding. You're like having to reach your hand in and adjust the fold, and you're getting frustrated. Or the bike is held together with magnets when it's folded, and when you pick it up, the magnets are worn out now, and the bike just breaks apart, and you're just like, oh my goodness, I'm tired of this thing. I'm never gonna fold it again. But perhaps the best thing about a Brompton is that when the bike is unfolded, it's actually bigger from a mathematical point of view than most bikes out there. And this is really, really important. So when you have a bike with really small wheels, you're getting that natural acceleration that we're talking about before, and you're getting that really amazing agility. But it has to be planted onto a really, really long footprint in order for that acceleration and agility to feel good, to not feel twitchy. It's unfolded. It's actually the same wheelbase, if not longer, than most hybrid bicycles out there. So a hybrid bicycle usually has a wheelbase of about 1045 millimeters, and that's exactly the wheelbase of a Brompton. If you were to compare that with other folding bikes, like say Tern or Dahon, despite the fact that the bike actually folds bigger and it's more clumsy to use, the bike actually unfolds smaller. So it's got a shorter wheelbase, which means it's nervous and squiggly. And what that means is that if you're riding a competing folding bike, the experience is often one of like twitchiness. You have to sort of steer the bike in a straight line, whereas a Brompton, you can actually ride it no hands. Most folding bikes, because they have such a short wheelbase, means that the bike is actually, oh my goodness, 1 second, hold on, George. Wait, George! George clearly does not have headphones on.